In the early hours of November 17, 1981, a horrifying event unfolded at the Manila Film Center, an event that would mark its history forever. The Manila Film Center, a paragon of cultural ambition, was under construction, destined to become the venue for the Manila International Film Festival. A project of such grandeur, it was to put the Philippines on the global cinematic map. Little did anyone know that this beacon of artistry was on the brink of becoming a tragic landmark. On that fateful night, workers tirelessly toiled away, racing against the clock to meet the looming deadline. The upper floor, heavy with wet concrete and steel, suddenly and without warning, gave way. It collapsed onto the workers below, trapping them in an avalanche of rubble. The immediate aftermath was a chaotic whirlwind. Rescue attempts were hastily organized in the eerie pre-dawn darkness. The air was thick with dust and filled with the cries of the trapped workers, their desperate pleas echoing hauntingly. But as the minutes ticked away, a controversial decision was made. Time, it seemed, was of the essence, not just for the trapped workers, but also for the project itself. In a move that would later stir outrage and disbelief, concrete was poured over the wreckage, entombing those unfortunate souls who were still trapped below. The rescue mission, it seemed, had turned into a macabre race against time. The priority, shockingly, was not to save lives but to keep the construction on schedule. An unthinkable act. It was a chilling testament to the darker side of ambition and vanity. As the sun rose over Manila, the scale of the tragedy at the Film Center began to reveal itself. In the aftermath of the collapse, the Manila Film Center became a ground zero of controversy and heartbreak. The official death count, as reported by the government, was 33, but whispers of a cover-up began to circulate. Rumors spread that the actual number of casualties was far greater, that bodies were entombed within the concrete, hastily poured to meet the looming festival deadline. The victims' families, torn between grief and outrage, demanded answers. Investigations into the cause of the collapse painted a grim picture of negligence and haste. Many pointed fingers at the lack of safety measures during the construction process. The rush to complete the ambitious project in time for the International Film Festival had led to corners being cut, safety protocols being ignored. The government, in an attempt to control the narrative, insisted on the official death toll and denied allegations of a cover-up. Yet, the voices of the victims' families grew louder, their cries for justice echoing in the media and the public sphere. The findings of the investigations were damning. They revealed a lack of appropriate supervision, inadequate construction materials, and a workforce pushed beyond their limits to meet an unrealistic deadline. These revelations fueled public outrage and increased demands for accountability from those responsible for the tragedy. In the end, the Manila Film Center, which was meant to be a beacon of cultural progress, a symbol of the Philippines' burgeoning film industry, was instead a stark reminder of the human cost of ambition and negligence. Once a symbol of cultural progress, the Manila Film Center had become a monument to a tragedy. In the years following the tragedy, the Manila Film Center took on a new role in the public imagination, as a haunted place. Shadows of its past began to cast long spectral figures in the minds of the locals, and soon the center became a hotbed for ghost stories and paranormal experiences. Let's delve into some of these eerie tales. It is said that late at night one can hear the whispers of the workers who perished, their voices echoing through the once bustling halls. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions of men in construction gear, seemingly frozen in time, continuing their work on the ill-fated structure. Security guards patrolling the premises in the stillness of the night have shared stories of hearing strange sounds. The clanging of metal, the distant hum of machinery, and the muffled cries for help. There have been sightings of spectral figures wandering the theater, disappearing into thin air when approached. These ghostly tales have only added to the center's reputation and cultural significance. They've transformed it from a mere architectural marvel into a monument of the supernatural. Paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers have been drawn to the site, hoping to catch a glimpse of the otherworldly inhabitants rumored to reside within its walls. Yet these stories serve a purpose beyond mere spine-chilling entertainment. They serve as a haunting reminder of the lives lost and the tragedy that unfolded. They echo the cries for justice and recognition for those who perished in the building's construction. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, these stories reflect the enduring impact of the tragedy on the collective memory of the Filipino people. More than 4 decades have passed since the tragedy, but the Manila Film Center still stands, a stark reminder of the past. Today, this imposing structure commands attention, its brutalist architecture a testament to a time of grand ambitions and harsh realities. The Manila Film Center, once a symbol of the Philippines' golden age of cinema, has since been repurposed for a variety of cultural events. It has played host to theater productions, art exhibits, and even a popular transvestite review show, The Amazing Philippine Theater. Yet, its history is never far from mind, a silent narrative running parallel to the performances on stage. In recent years, the center has been at the heart of heated debates about its future. Some argue for its preservation, viewing it as a crucial part of the country's cultural heritage. They envision a renovated film center, revitalized and restored to its former glory, serving once again as a beacon for Filipino arts and cinema. Others, however, see the building as a haunting symbol of a tragic past, a grim monument to the lives lost during its construction. For them, the only way forward is through demolition, to make way for a new structure unburdened by the weight of history. These debates reflect broader discussions about progress and responsibility, about the ways we choose to remember or forget our past. They remind us that buildings like the Manila Film Center are more than mere structures. They embody our collective memories and experiences, our triumphs and our failures. The Manila Film Center, now a silent witness to history, continues to provoke questions about progress, responsibility, and memory. As we look back on the Manila Film Center tragedy, we are reminded of the human cost of ambition and negligence. The echoes of this catastrophe reverberate through time, serving as a stark reminder of the preciousness of life and the responsibilities we bear when we embark on ambitious endeavors. This tragedy underscores the importance of prioritizing worker safety over all else. It is a brutal lesson that the pursuit of grandeur and prestige should never come at the expense of human lives. Each brick laid, each beam hoisted represents a person, a story, a life. Safety regulations are not just rules written on paper, but are safeguarding measures meant to protect those who risk their lives to build the monuments of our dreams. Moreover, the Manila Film Center tragedy highlights the crucial role of government accountability. When those in power choose to circumvent regulations for their own benefits, it is the ordinary people who bear the consequences. This incident serves as a call to vigilance, to hold our leaders accountable for their actions, and to demand transparency and integrity in all their dealings. The tragedy has also left an indelible mark on the Filipino film industry and cultural scene. The Manila Film Center, intended as a beacon of Filipino art and culture, became instead a symbol of a dark period in our history. Despite this, it has not dampened the spirit of the Filipino people. The industry continues to thrive, producing films and works of art that speak of our resilience, our capacity to heal, and our unwavering hope for a better future. The Manila Film Center tragedy is a reminder of a dark chapter in our history, a chapter that should never be forgotten. It reminds us of the lives lost and the lessons learned. It stands as a monument not just to a tragedy, but to the enduring human spirit, the will to learn from our past, and the resolve to make sure such a catastrophe never happens again.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13.